Hey y'all, so I just got my results back from Ancestry.com. And mixed in with all this brother, they proceeded to find 1% Italian. 1%. So man, you know I'm about to make some spaghetti. Was you crazy? What you thought was about to happen? Yeah, you know how it go down. So y'all sit back, enjoy the intro, baby. We'll be right back. And I am so very glad y'all are back mixing it up with me, the Kango Chef, in the Kango Kitchen. Before I go any further, let me give a quick shout out to my boy Coley Jenkins, aka KJ, a real one, always supporting the show. Appreciate you, bro. So today we talking spaghetti and meatballs. I'm going maybe not so much to the traditional route, as in straight out the jar, Prego and Ragu and all that. But at the same time, I didn't go round up 9 to 10 tomatoes out the yard and peel them. I'm not on that level yet. One day I will be, maybe sooner than you think. But spaghetti and meatballs. Now, I like the spaghetti and meat sauce. It's cool. But I think I've spoiled myself by making the actual meatballs, because it's kind of like, it gives it more of a real taste, a real feel to me. It's almost like me putting cinnamon in pancakes. It's kind of hard to go back to the regular ones. It's like once you know better, you do better. I don't know. But as I make my meatballs, I like mixing it in with the green peppers. I bake my meatballs, and as the meat bakes, the liquid from the peppers It permeates throughout the meat. I couldn't wait to use that word. Can y'all tell? I couldn't wait to use that. I guess I gave myself away. But anyway, so I mix all that in. My seasoning, Tony Chachere's, of course. That's some of that 504 stuff, man. Y'all know I'm from New Orleans. If you didn't know that by now, I don't know what you've been listening to, or what rock you've been under. Mix in the black pepper. I'll tell the truth, I overdo my seasoning sometimes, but it always comes out good, in my opinion. I can put in a little bit of lemon pepper. So far that's black pepper, salt, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, a little bit of lemon pepper, and then we'll leave it at that. And I think we've all been through preschool, kindergarten. You've rolled up a ball of clay before. You're probably still doing it. And that's all we're doing with the meatballs. Get your little meat with the peppers. Roll it up. It ain't too hard. Just get a little creative with it. Something like that. After rolling up the meatballs with the peppers, with the green peppers, this is how you want it to look. I got about 19 of them. Make sure it has some decent space in between, because when it gets in that oven, once that grease starts piling up and popping, it can get a little dangerous. So just make sure it has a little space. You want your oven at the temperature, I like to go 400 degrees. Shout out to Juvenile. I can't say 400 degrees without mentioning Juvenile, man. Come on, if you know, you know. Y'all know. So if you don't, just listen to 400 degrees, then you'll know. But anyway, so this the meatball. I say 30, maybe 35 minutes. You want your meatballs to cook for about 35 to 40 minutes. Keep an eye on it. I don't necessarily roll them around when they're in there. They're gonna cook on their own. You don't have to do one side to get it brown, this and that. It all browns out. So this is the order that we take care of first before we jump into the sauce. It's a process, baby. Come on, man. So everybody, as that meat gently bakes over there in the oven, let's focus on the sauce. What we're gonna be doing with it. We got tomato paste. We got the tomato sauce. We got some crushed tomatoes. Now, the tomato paste, it gives it like a thickening. It gives the sauce like a stability. It's girth. It's thickening and all that good stuff. So you definitely need that. We got some cut onions that's gonna saute along with some minced garlic. It's about 4 teaspoons of that, 4 teaspoons of the garlic. You definitely have to have the extra virgin olive oil. All that is gonna kind of set the foundation for the sauce. It's gonna give it that taste, give it that zing, give it those herbs. Although we're gonna add a lot of herbs later on, somewhat before the sauce is served. You don't wanna put the herbs in too early because it tends to burn. Herbs are like real sensitive. You don't wanna cook them too long. So that's what we're working with before we go over to the stove as we wait on these meatballs to do their thing. Man, my taste buds is popping off over at the Kango stove where the magic happens. That's where it all goes down. This is what we need. No grill today, but we go on the stove. All right, so we're gonna start off with some virgin olive oil. It's about 1/3 of a cup. Pour that in there. You want your heat medium to high. Watch the stove, because sometimes your stove get extra hot and you don't even need it at medium. It's kind of like the low will be the medium. So you just gotta know your stove. I have mine at medium. So you pour your oil in. Half a cup of onions. I like a lot of onions. So I need a lot of breath mints after this, but onions make it happen. Go ahead and put it in there with the oil. You want to stir it up. You want to let it cook for a good 3 to 4 minutes until your onions get translucent, if you will, brownish. Do tell. Anyway, yeah. So you're gonna let that go for about 3 to 4 minutes. Let it do its thing. Don't rush it. Can't go shut tripping. I almost forgot. Don't forget about your minced garlic. It's about 2 to 3 cloves. Let all that do its thing. Stir it up. Let it circulate. Now, you want to get your tomato paste. This is my first time using this. I didn't realize this tomato paste was this tasty. I guess that's why it's paste. Man, you gotta dig these bad boys out. Let that stir a little bit. Get your paste. Put it out. Watch out, because it'll splash on you. Not too much paste. It's about 6 ounces. That should do it. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Got to have the pepper in it. About the same amount of salt too. Not too much salt. You never want to add too much salt. Start off small, and then towards the end, if you feel you need to put some more in, do that. Give that a slight stir. Don't worry about it, the oil's right, folks. So we mixing all that in, and we got it bubbling and popping. Give y'all a little view of it. So far that's the oil, that's the minced garlic, that's the tomato paste, and some pepper. Remember that beautiful meat that we were baking before? Look how it all came out. Man, ain't that beautiful? You can't tell me green ain't a beautiful color. Ain't no better feeling than seeing meatballs come out. Well, I can think of a couple better fits. Hey man, hey, stick to them. Come on man, focus. Hey, focus. All right, this is the meat. So we gonna slowly put our meat in. Watch out man, because it'll splatter everywhere. Put the meatballs in there, man. Stir them up a little bit. Y'all gonna see that the main theme to this, we're gonna be doing a lot of stirring. Because you gotta keep things circulating. You don't want that meat to stick to the bottom. Now, our onions looking good. Everything looking straight. We're gonna go next to the crushed tomatoes. Tomato. You pick one. So slowly pour it in there. You don't want a messy kitchen, man. You don't want red gravy everywhere, man. Cause you gonna have to clean that up. Come on, man. Pour them on in there. That's the tomato sauce. No, I'm sorry, the crushed tomatoes. Then, this is the tomato sauce. Get all that in there. Nice and full. Shake them and break them. Stir, as I mentioned before. Constantly stir. Now, a lot of people have different time limits of how they want to let that sauce simmer. Some people go as long as 2.5 to 3 hours. Say, Brian, I ain't doing all that. We going at least an hour and a half. Just for good measure. Hour and a half. Stir every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. Hey, put a timer on if you have to, because it's very important. You don't want that stuff to stick. Because one thing that I've learned, if you have burnt spaghetti sauce, ain't no going back from that. Everything gonna taste flame broiled. And this ain't Burger King. So keep stirring your sauce, keep it loose. Every 15 minutes, give it a few good stirs. And we're gonna go for like an hour and 15 minutes doing that. Now you learn something new every day. I just found this out. Now we don't want all that acid in there. We gotta cut the acid. I didn't really want to go with sugar. So I found if you get a carrot, yes, a carrot, and you peel the skin, cut the skin off, put that carrot in there, let that carrot simmer along with the sauce for an hour and a half, the length of time before you serve it. And that soaks up the acid, The carrot soaks up the acid. Make sure you keep stirring. Yeah, baby, we finally come to the conclusion of our spaghetti and meatballs. We are finished. Looks like it came out good. Y'all know me, I can never wait. I'm impatient. I went on and took a couple of swipes of the fork while we wasn't filming. And it came out pretty good. The sauce is thick, just like I like it. I'm gonna warn, if you the type that wants your sauce a little thinner, add a little bit of water. Don't overdo it. I didn't add any water. I let whatever liquid dates, I let that be the water. Cause I like my sauce country thick. And man, look, if you ain't got no toasted bread, a little butter to go with your spaghetti, man, you better get your life together. What's wrong with you, man? You ain't gonna have no bread with the spaghetti. I'm just saying. Red wine, a little red, man. You gotta add a little red to top it off. But anyway, man, look. I hope y'all learned something today, cause I did. I'm still tripping out over that whole carrot thing. I didn't know carrots did all that. I actually forgot about carrots. Wow, but like I say, you cooking, you learn something new every day. So look, like, share, subscribe to the Can Go Kitchen. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Just search hashtag Can Go Kitchen, and my crazy little face gonna pop up. Ain't that something? I said ain't it something? So once again, glad y'all was able to join me in the Can Go Kitchen. I hope y'all had a great Christmas. I should have said that earlier. Have a happy New Year. And until we eat again, be cool, baby.